Any last words?
What?
Remember me.
All right, greetings and welcome. I am joined today by 4 of my friends. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Volta?
That was a very short one.
Hello, I'm Faum, playing Adobe.
Yes, and I am Felonius the Wizard. You have heard of me on Lars Malik's channel so many times that I should probably be quiet.
And you're playing your character named...
Dimitri, he's standing right here. You said 4. We are 5.
Okay. Kavolta, who are you playing?
I am playing Damien.
Okay. And one last but not least.
I'm Mistress Kaylin, and I'm playing Ceder.
All right. So we're going to do something experimental today. This is a bit of a play test for a new game mode, if you will. And what I tried to do is, I've always wanted to run an online tabletop role-playing game, a Dungeons and Dragons of sorts. And but I always find just staring at a blank screen to be kind of boring. And since we have this wonderful tool for creating worlds and depicting maps called Minecraft, I thought, let's try to combine them together and see what happens. And then I got a little bit crazy where I said, let's try to use the Minecraft mechanics so we don't have to roll as many dice and things like that. So this is going to be a play test. It'll be somewhat of a short... it could be a short campaign depending on what they do. The story itself is fairly short. It's basically got about 4 main locations.
But
so
we've got Felonius with us, so it could take all night.
and
if
then
you just keep me quiet, it will take 10 minutes.
so we're going to do things like we're going to use the Minecraft inventory as your character's inventory. So you can only hold as much as you can hold in Minecraft. And we're going to use your health in Minecraft as your character's health and things like that. For the most part, the players are going to walk around as their character. But when we get into like a turn-based situation, such as combat, that's when we might summon these armor stands to represent where the character is standing and let the players move around so they can see things from different angles. So I think without further ado, do you guys want to get started?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's head into this igloo here. Actually, tell you what, I'm going to head down. You guys are in adventure mode at the moment because we're actually going to start in the basement of the igloo. I'll TP you all to me. All right. So go ahead and flip these levers to open up these doors. Get started. And I need each of you to roll a D9. So in this game...
See that?
Okay. Adobe rolled a 1. Damien also.
I got 2.
Off to a great start.
All right. Wonderful. So, Dimitri, you are already in the correct door. Then, Ceder, go ahead in the second door from right to left. And then you 2 gentlemen could take either one of those doors that you want.
Don't fight now.
All right. If you would like, you can summon your armor stand to yourself. That's where your character's going to start.
Yes. Then I don't be so lonely.
It's not
Hello, me.
completely required. All right, so all of us are holding these books, which will give us simple commands like rolling a dice, giving ourselves night vision in case the players can't see, etc. I have some extra commands in mind. So we're going to start off very, very simply by saying that each one of your characters, Dimitri, Ceder, Adobe, and Damien, grew up and had some sort of life in your village, and you can imagine it as whatever kind of Minecraft village past, present, future that you like. We've kind of talked a little bit about it beforehand. And the one thing that's different about this world than a normal Minecraft world is you are not testificates. So there are player villages and then there's testificate villages. And you can assume you're from a player village.
Yes.
The other thing in this particular campaign, I'm not planning for your characters to die, and I mean it's possible. But if you do end up dying and respawn, then I'll just teleport you back to me. But in this world, the players don't respawn on death in the in-game universe because that was too OP.
Yeah, and it will also give us the feeling that we are going to not be part of this any longer. And
Yep. So we're using a very simple system of skills and challenges for rolling the dice, which we'll explain once we get into each situation.
May I just say that he has accepted any type of skill for any reason. This guy is so crazy. You have no idea.
I want to know if he's the one that's crazy or you.
So,
well, he's accepted them.
So Dimitri, so we're just going to try to role play as much as possible, and then if we absolutely need to, we'll use the dice, or if it makes it laughable situation. So Dimitri, you rolled the highest dice, so I'm going to start with you, and the rest of you, your player will hear what I'm saying, but your character has no knowledge of this until I tell you something, which will be revealed in just a moment. It'll be pretty obvious. But Dimitri, you wake up in the surroundings that you're in sort of cell, and you're a bit groggy. The air is very cold. It's possibly a little bit damp down here, and it stinks like rotten flesh.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure if you have your night vision on or not, but looking through the bars that are there in your cell, you are connected to another cell, and you kind of can make out a dark shape, but you can't really tell anything else about it.
It looks a bit like the other kind, you know. Yeah.
So, Dimitri, you are the first of the four to quote unquote awaken. And what do you do?
I'm merely going forward, trying out the door, see if there's anything I can do, unlock it, because I don't want to stay here. Yes, it's a bit stenchy, but it's no worse than the other places I've been to delivering mail while I was working as a postman. It feels like ages ago. Where have I ended up?
And you hear some sort of a scratchy, deep-throated moan from the cell next to you, the cell that Ceder is in.
Yeah. Seems to be someone awakening down there.
And by the way, none of your characters know each other beforehand.
Good. That's always fun.
So you press on the door. It's very cold. It seems to be an iron door. You're very familiar with it.
It's so locked.
It appears to be locked.
Yeah, but there's something out there.
Something?
Yeah. Well, it seems like a chest or anything like that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I feel stiff and hungry.
Okay. Anything you want to do or say to the shadowy figure in the other cell?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. How are you feeling? Are you just chilling out? Trapped
sort of, yeah.
Wake up in a cell, not know how you got here?
I have not enough clothes to be here. Did you just remove the chili door?
No. You didn't.
No. That was just in my imagination. I was wishing too hard.
Okay. So some time passes. I mean, I assume you're feeling a bit nervous, but perhaps not.
No, I try to go pace forward and backwards in order to get up some Heat.
Maybe you're very familiar with cell life, and it's no big deal to you. Okay.
Well, it's
So-
not really what I want, but I was in one before. I'm not
So you-
going to tell you about that.
You see that after a little bit, you realize that the shadowy figure in the other cell is shaking a bit,
Yeah.
and there's like obviously some rotten smell, but there's maybe some I don't know, something weird like smokiness or haziness around them every once in a while, and suddenly you hear this really weird sound. This really weird sound. It's sort of like a musical tone made by rippling flesh. And it's kind of gives you goosebumps all over you. And suddenly, Ceder, you wake up in a cell. And it's much as I described Felonius's. There's a rotten flesh scent in the air. It's cold, damp, and you're in very cramped quarters. And through the bars, you see a figure that was pacing back and forth and perhaps has now stopped. And
Yeah, trying to sneak peek. It's not easy when it's so cramped.
what does Ceder do?
Panic. How did I get here?
Okay, so are you like screaming or like
Yeah, I'm gonna shout, try and get someone's attention, trying to get someone to open the door.
It
Okay.
was the other sort. Oh yeah.
And now you guys can freely talk as it occurs that your character would talk, and I will kind of interrupt, and you can talk to me when you want some direction, or you guys can interact however you feel you would like to.
Lady, panicking won't help you.
Might get someone's
So-
attention.
Well, mine at least, but I'm here already.
There must be someone out there guarding us.
I'm not so sure about that.
No, it doesn't appear that there's anyone out there at all.
And I can't see any food through the door either, so we are going to stuck here until we are too hungry.
I don't even know how I got here.
No, well that makes two of us. That's fun to have something in common. No, I have no idea. Do you see any other cells or anything? No?
I can't see anything. It's too dark.
You okay? Are you able to see anything, or do you should be able to see the other doors? I think.
I can see one door,
I can see one and a bit of a door, so I assume.
and
it's
then
a
I
door.
see a chest. Right outside of my door here is a chest.
I can see
so there
something
must
weird
be something.
shadowy over on the far corner.
I can't see that. No.
Right.
It doesn't feel homey, right, miss?
No, definitely not.
So, after a minute or two of kind of calming down to some degree, you hear that skin rippling tone, and Adobe, you are now awake in a cell, much like theirs, but facing perpendicular. And what do you do?
What in the world? How did I get in this place?
Did I hear a voice?
How many of us are there?
I
guys?
hear your voice.
Hello? Did you hear a voice, miss?
I did. Hello?
Let me out of here.
Hello?
Let me out of here.
Well, sorry, mate, but we are in stuck as well. We are two over here. I have no idea what this is.
And lastly, Kovolta's character named Damien also ripples back from being a zombie into his player form and is cured of the zombie sickness.
Ah, ah.
What is that noise?
Yet another guy?
No.
Now,
What is
let's-
this place?
I have no idea. It's a prison for all of us.
Like, rattle on the door.
It's pretty well secured. It's a typical iron door.
Okay.
Looks like Falm is Adobe is banging on the door, trying to kind of crack it.
Does he say Adobe or iDobe?
I didn't say anything yet.
No, not you, but the other guy. I'm getting confused as a player. Adobe or Adobe, Ron Smalek?
Oh,
Please.
I think it's, well, Adobe, you say it.
Adobe.
Adobe.
Thank you.
Adobe.
The other one is something completely else. It's a company, that much I know.